Всем здравствуйте, с вами игровой канал Tera Nova. Сегодня у нас прохождение игры The Outer Worlds Special Choice Edition. Часть 3. Всем приятного просмотра и настроения. Только задание.
CNP Borsted Baked Beans. When you need to eat and run, Borsted Baked Beans is the only one.
This is house
XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Is it just me, or is it hot in here? Junlei's gotta be having a bad day.
game into question. Both teams have tested
Good
negative
law,
for
the heat in
performance
here is so
enhancing
unbearable I can
A
hardly
tossball
even
first.
concentrate. Junlei,
Coaches
Hotter than usual in here. Hope we're not catching Junlei on a bad day.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Я капитан безнадежного, недавно освобожденного от ареста первопроходца.
Good for you. Hope you scared some sense into those bureaucrats giving you trouble. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
Так точно, старшая.
At ease. Nice to see an outsider with some working brain cells. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Теперь, когда мой корабль свободен, я могу без опаски сказать, что направляюсь на Монарх.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard. Dr. Fenhill, I hope you've reconsidered my offer to stay on full-time. My crew are never short on dents and bruises.
I'm trying to live a more balanced life. Gun in one hand, scalpel in the other.
I already knew it'd be easier to teach an automech heart surgery than to change your mind. Fair travels, Ellie.
Вы знакомы?
Groundbreaker's a small town in a big ship, and anyone who spends any time here gets to know Junlei.
We don't see a lot of competent surgeons on Groundbreaker. Dr. Fenhill is my on-again, off-again freelancer. I take it she'll be joining your crew full-time?
I don't like to put a label on things. Let's keep it casual.
If you ever decide to settle down, there's a home for you on Groundbreaker.
Каково это командовать такой станцией?
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life-or-death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
Корабль — семейное дело?
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gaying, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
they must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
Все сильно изменилось, когда вы стали командовать.
It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could answer the tough questions for me. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Парвати могла бы вам помочь.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out.
Где у вас механизм самоуничтожения?
I hope that was a joke, Captain. I really do. I gelded that thing years ago. Now it brews a stim that goes down stronger than Nan or Spank. Family recipe.
Разве вы не слишком молоды, чтобы готовить себе преемника?
You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when.
Вернемся к другим вопросам.
You've got my attention.
Вы не слишком доверяете коллегии?
You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
Как вам удается держать коллегию на безопасном удалении?
I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change.
Наверное, вам не слишком нравится дом Бетфорд.
I like to think of myself as a nice person, but if that gaudy embassy of his was on fire, I might hold my breath a moment before activating the sprinkler system. The board wants control over Groundbreaker, and leeches like Udom Bedford will do anything to please their corporate masters.
Вернемся к другим вопросам.
You've got my attention.
Парвати, ты хотела поговорить с Дзюнлей. Давай.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Ободряюще подтолкнуть Парвати локтем.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Парвати, не стесняйся попросить отпуск, если тебе нужно лично сопоставить записи.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Отлично, Парвати.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
Говорят, у вас проблемы с перегревом. Что происходит?
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Почему вы их еще не подчинили?
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Что никакие компромиссы невозможны?
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive.
Вам нужен наемник, чтобы это решить. И я не очень дорого беру.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
Затон, а где это вообще?
Sorry, I forget not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
Нигде в другом месте такие детали не достать.
You must not have been here long. In Halcyon, new parts come by way of interstellar freighters from Earth, and the board monopolizes that kind of trade. That means I'd have to negotiate with the board. I've already given them the shops, the docking fees, and a damn embassy.
Их переговоры похожи на бюрократический заговор.
Damn right. And while I'm captain of the Groundbreaker, it falls to me to preserve this ship's independence.
Может, стоит это обсудить с теми, кто живет внизу?
Those idiots are immune to reason, and they don't much care if the station melts to pieces. They're content to die last. If you could find some way to solve this without violence, I'd prefer that. But more than anything, we need those parts.
Вы пытались кого-нибудь туда послать за деталями?
I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back. I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable.
Все нормально.
Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding.
Я принесу вам эти детали из затона.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Так, Элли. 170. Десять повышает ваш нафиг, когда в отряде есть Элли. Сначала здоровье ее лучше.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your...
Сунцян.
Watch out something doesn't explode in your face.
Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to...
Who the? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
No sudden movements. This guy's crazy, even by my standards.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Huh. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames.
It's nothing personal. Promise.
Burning to death is one of the most painful ways to go, just in case you needed a reason to get us out of this.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
Убеждение. 40. Так положите пока всю палубу Так положите, пока всю палубу не сожгли.
I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
За вашу голову назначена награда. Я хочу ее получить.
Listen to the fire of those convictions. This one's hungry for justice. Alive or dead? Rare or medium? What's it gonna be? How do you want me cooked, bounty hunter?
Не надо насилия. Дайте мне зажигалку, я уйду.
My flame? Shit. Little flick here got me started on the pyro path. Fine. He's yours. Give him a good home.
Work smarter, not harder.
Don't worry, Mr. McRed. We'll treat Mr. Flick extra nice on account of he's your friend.
I'll miss my baby pyro, but it beats losing my head. This court needs its king, and I'm one of a kind.
Стоп, тут гравировка Санита, кажется.
Keen eyes you got there. Sanita gave me this lighter. We had a carnal understanding a few years back, and she wanted me to have something to remember her by.
Кое-что еще.
Lay it on me, boss. I'm good for it.
Как вы здесь оказались?
Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were grounded, and my baby got sold to Sublight. Scrapped for parts. That's bureaucracy for you. Piracy with a smile.
Очень похоже на то, что случилось со мной.
Am I your dark reflection? Shit, must be getting old. Stay here too long, and the groundbreaker drains you like a fuel tank.
Мне нужны детали. Дзюнулей меня послала.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew.
Что вы делаете с несчастным техником?
We were just sitting in a circle, sucking down exhaust fumes and toasting to the memory of our brain cells. Making this broken angel fly again.
Значит, я могу забрать деталь?
You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that.
Эти машины испускают смертоносные яды. Я вернусь, когда вы умрете.
Under its skin, this ship is all poison and darkness. Lead bones, asbestos muscle. Maybe you're right. You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way.
Ясно, спасибо, Макрот.
Ooh, smells like burning meat and bad hygiene.
Так, тут что-то есть?
Did everyone get branded when they joined McRed's crew? We got another complaint. People don't like worms or shrews.
Aw, they're just tilling the soil. Besides, they're my friends.
Find a new friend. This worm fixation is screwing with our bottom line.
Are you one of us yet? you get that automech patched? Nagrad wants it up and running.
I'm trying to think of a good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. What do you think? That's got a heart? Not like us. Bullshit.
Wake up. There's no such thing as pizza. It's all open-faced pasta.
You've been getting into the boss's special stash again, haven't you?
What do you say we get out of here before we join whoever that was on the grill? Okay.
$98.
Are those hibernation pods? And I thought my bunk was small.
Так, кровати. Пистолет. $170.
This is Halcyon. News. We interrupt your regularly.
Rizzo's mock apple cider.
How goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off.
Это как-нибудь связано с вашим плотским Понимание.
He tell you that, did he? I might have kicked his ass from one end of the groundbreaker to the other a few years back. Whatever he reads into that is his business.
Капитан Макред мертв. Вот его зажигалка в качестве доказательства.
Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future.
Какие вознаграждения сейчас доступны?
With that bastard McRed dead, there ain't much else in the offing. Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
Уже иду. Так.
Windows lemon slap. Slap your whole family tonight. Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information needed to the captain. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
Детали радиаторов у меня. Что дальше?
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
И сколько их там?
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
Я спущусь туда.
Well, don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Miss Ellie, Dr. Fenhill. I noticed your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully. You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here, even.
Everything's got a price. Something on your mind?
Раз мы собираемся работать вместе, я хочу узнать тебя получше.
I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook.
Нулегравные коктейли.
It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually zero-G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky. Purple berry shake if you're not.
Изобретательно, одобряю.
I'll make you one sometime. If you don't enjoy it, I'll make a few more until you do.
Я большой опыт работы с другими капитанами.
Sure do. Some of it was even legal.
Так это не шутка, что ты пират.
What gave it away? It's the hair, right? Or maybe the ammo belt? I had it custom made.
Постой, ты хочешь выглядеть как пират?
Gotta advertise your business somehow. I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing you ought to know about me, it's that I won't tell you your business. Your ship, your way.
Звучит разумно.
Glad to hear it. It's worked for me this long.
Я надеялся узнать что-нибудь более личное.
Well, my blood type is AB positive. I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. Never mind what anyone else tries to tell you. That about covers it.
Откуда ты? Как ты стала пиратом?
Aw, come on. That stuff's boring.
Хорошо.
Shall we get back to mischief or what?
Давай вернемся к делу.
No complaints here.
That Chief Junlei sure seems well, huh?
Что с тобой случилось у Дзюнлэй?
Well, I didn't expect her to be so tall. And did you see the size of her arms?
Мне кажется, она нормальная. Похоже, ты в нее влюбилась.
What? No. Maybe? I don't... It's like somebody reached into my head and pulled out what I didn't know I wanted. You know how hard it is to find anybody who likes working with tools in a little town like Edgewater?
Кажется, ты не уверена в своих чувствах.
I just met her. How could I be? All I know is I want to talk with her more. Did you see how everybody on Groundbreaker listens to Junlei? She's just, here's how to fix it. And they trust her. It's just... she's calm and knows what to do. I wish I was half so confident.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear.
Mess them up! Down they go!
Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not ubiquitous. Think back if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
That's the terminal. Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker.
Take real good care of your pistol, Dr. Fethill.
I oughta. It's kept me alive this long.
I mean, you treated them. Makes me happy to see, because I feel the same way about my wrench.
Look, it's a tool that does a job. Feelings got nothing to do with it.
Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Уже уходим.
Hey, you got a second? Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
Когда ты что-то слишком тревешься компанию к малознакомому человеку.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
Хорошо, Феликс, расскажи, чем ты пригодишься.
You're serious. You're giving me a shot. All right. Hang on. I put together a little speech, just in case you asked. Hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang.
Мне нравится, продолжай.
Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion.
I'm sorry. He's funny.
Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man. That motto is it's a work in progress.
Можешь не продолжать, ты принят.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
Увидимся на корабле, Феликс.
I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
You got a crew now, Felix. Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Корабль скоро взорвется.
What? No. If it were, I'd be hollering loud enough to wake the dead. So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages. I got him here on my datapad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
От всего сердца, да?
Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. The trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. It made my chest hurt, kinda.
Думаю, ты ей нравишься.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways, not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
Ты в числе самых теплых людей, что мне встречались, к черту критиков.
Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel?
Все в порядке?
They were Close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
Были, а теперь уже нет.
I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope?
Отличная идея. Выпивка решает все проблемы.
Come on, Captain. This is no time to be fooling on me. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone I trusted was there.
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died. Crew members who macrowave Saltuna are subject to be jettisoned from the airlock.
Good to see you, boss.
Как ты оказался на первопроходце?
Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the back bays.
Потом тебя вырастила стая шприц.
That's right. Can't get anything past you, boss. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. I always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way.
По крайней мере, ты был никому не должен, ты был свободным.
Stowaways ain't free. We were just as trapped as anybody else. We didn't belong in the system, but we still had to live in it. We still had to play by the board's rules. Imagine spending your whole life looking out at the stars, and knowing you could never aspire to be anything more than a box hauler. That's what it's like.
Звучит сурово, Феликс. А где ты искал работу?
Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Foreman and I never got on.
Да, инцидент с больной клюшкой.
Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other cheek. Exercised a little bit of that, what's the word? Restraint? But on the other hand, broadsiding the jackass with a tossball stick, that felt good. That felt real good. You ought to try it.
В случае разногласия я прошу тебя вести себя прилично.
Oh, I can do civilized. Proper civilized too. Genuflecting and everything. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives.
Я рад, что ты не прозябаешь в ручаящике.
Yeah. I guess my ship did arrive in the end. I've got you to thank for that. Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going.
Something on your mind? Something on your mind?
Раз мы собираемся работать вместе, я хочу узнать тебя
I'm a
получше.
surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. Well, that...
Хорошо.
Shall we get back to mischief or what? Nope.
I could spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe. Little else in this colony offers such a relaxing pastime. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening.
Давай поговорим об этом твоем поиске.
Of course. Are you ready to break into security on the Groundbreaker?
Да, все по плану. Тук-тук-тук. На Сицилии.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab. Take someone to watch your back. Please.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud. I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Научное оружие. Уникальные образцы со странным и мощным эффектом. Урон и сила эффекта научного оружия растет по мере развития вашего научного навыка.
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
Прикол.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
А ты можешь мне починить мне тот медицинский сканер?
The one I gave you before your pod landed? Ruined, beyond repair. Impossible to find replacement parts. That's Halcyon Manufacturing for you. Don't worry about it. I'm reasonably certain you're not going to spontaneously expire. No need to monitor your recovery.
Кстати говоря, спасибо тебе, что вытащил меня с надежды.
Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals.
У меня есть к тебе еще один вопрос.
Of course. What's on your mind?
Почему ты прячешься за пуленепробиваемым стеклом?
Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
Есть минутка.
Absolutely. Let's talk.
Ты уже познакомился с моей командой?
No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
So you're the captain's mysterious associate. I'm Ellie. Nice to meet you.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
Спокойно, это же мои люди.
Oh, fine. As long as you're vouching for their character and they aren't touching things. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. You're a natural leader, after all. Law knows Halcyon's in need of real leaders.
Ты прав, я неплохо устроился.
Yes, indeed. Well done. Also, you still haven't spontaneously liquefied, which pleases me immensely. Progress.
Я хочу обсудить кое-что еще.
What's on your mind?
Я скоро вернусь. Так, что тут за оружие, да?
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%.
Так, сейчас выберем. Так, задание. Так, поручение. На страже здоровья. На Сицилии.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Небольшая планета.
This is real space, isn't it? Empty, silent. I could see the light. I'd look up at night, but
This is the right place if you want to trade contraband, or hide smuggled goods, or do anything fun, really.
Так, а я продать могу что-то? Могу.
Like true professionals.
Multiple fractures, lacerations, and untreated burns detected. Signs indicative of sudden, violent crash landing.
Yep, that's me. No big deal. Just shrugging off my injuries as I stroll away from another flaming impact crater.
Also detecting constipation, hair loss, reduced fertility due to tight trousers. Recommend stimulant injection.
Hair loss? You take that back. Tremendous work, friend. Here I was readying a daring maneuver, and you've come and saved me the trouble.
Why does that sound familiar?
It's Ellie. Excellent timing. Hello, Ellie. What a pleasure it is to see your sparkling beauty in this barren waste.
It's Dr. Fenhill.
Вы знакомы?
I certainly know his ex-crew. Mostly from the operating table. I've probably seen more of them than he has.
How cruel you are. I distinctly remember a special party at the Lost Hope Bar on Groundbreaker where we...
We did not.
Oh, fine. but we almost...
Keep going, and you're gonna see how good this automech is at picking up teeth.
Symptoms detected. Elevated heart rate, dilated pupils, increased sweat production. Subject appears to be terrified.
I'm not terrified, you bucket of bolts. That's victory sweat.
Ты, наверное, капитан Ирион.
The one and only. Wait, who's asking? Wanda didn't send you, did she?
Именно она.
I swear, land on Groundbreaker even a moment tardy, and that busybody's already been up your ass an hour. You tell her these automechs are coming, and sending a hired stooge to rescue me from certain peril only furthers my delay. No offense.
Как думаешь, что было нужно пиратам?
Meds, I'm guessing. Pirates love bits, and unlabeled meds are worth a bundle.
И что ты теперь будешь делать?
Well, I've got some repairs to do. Thankfully, I'm as skilled a mechanic as I am a violence resolution expert. Then, to the Groundbreaker. Better late than never, I say. Unless you're very late. Then you might consider defaulting and skipping station. Those fees will bankrupt you.
Ну, 282. Хороший урон. Так, тебе броню. Элли. Коснуться. Так, этот пистолет будет хороший. Ирион. Или... Так, тут где-то еще задание было. На Сицилии. Так, значит, сюда идти. Дима, привет.
That explains how we ain't dead. Without the pylons, all the O2 this thing's cracking from the ice would just drift off.
There's no credible research on the health effects of standing directly under a terraformer, Captain. In case you were wondering.
Ну это ж от создателей Fallout игра. Сет Дукер. От Obsidian.
Place never even had a bar. No wonder it's abandoned. Got a bigger weapon!
Searching for unauthorized.
Ну просто про нее мало кто знает. Кстати, вторая часть, говорили, Obsidian делает. Вторую часть. Вот это игра.
Security patrol.
Вот это надо взять. Замес пулемета. Способность. Что мне дали? Научное оружие. Это оружие было создано неизвестным и, вероятно, совершенно безумным ученым. Никто точно не знает, как оно работает. Почему вообще работает. Это единственный подобный экземпляр. 73 урон. Попробуем его. Что он даст. Так.
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark. I'll lock up behind you.
$156. Плазменный корабель.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled.
Как же найти это место? Значит, не здесь. Где же оно находится?
This is Halcyon News. We
Может, медицинский блок?
Well, well, Dr. Fenhill. It's not often I see you on this side of sickbay.
I make it a point not to get shot, and when I do, I can usually take care of the mess myself.
It'd be nice to have you in here patching people up, not just blowing them apart.
I respect what you're doing here, but you know I'm not ready to settle down. It's not you, it's me.
Have it your way, then. You always do. Now, about your friend here. Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for my mechanical safe return. I can't thank you enough.
Может, где-то сверху. Где же оно может быть?
CNP pancake mix now requires no mixing.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the unreliable?
Верно, меня зовут капитан Хоторн.
Sure you are. Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door. Hey, Doc Fenhill. Glad to see you ain't moved on from Groundbreaker yet.
Hey, Tobias. How's the leg?
Good as you left it, ma'am. Still bends and everything.
Вы знакомы?
Took some extra lead while I was on a job. Ellie here patching me up good. The other guy thought his ship was perfectly operational. I told him it was salvage. We disagreed. I won.
Workplace hazards, Captain. Pretty routine around here.
Вы работаете на Субсвет?
Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
Мне пора.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come.
Я капитан Хоторн. Именно мне принадлежит корабль безнадежный. Может, ложь? Впервые я вас слышу.
Not a word. Pity. My guy in marketing is about to lose his other thumb. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere.
Смотрите, чтобы Ада не услышала, как вы называете ее корабль.
Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings, but there's a catch.
Wouldn't be much fun without one.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested?
Что особенного в Stellar Bay?
First, an embargo that's been active ever since the board pulled its forces off-world. Few regulations, plenty of freedom. And second, all the goodies that no one had time to pack.
У меня нет навыка выключена, но я хочу работать.
I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits.
Надо полагать, Субсвет занимается не только сбором утиль сырья.
These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Gives me the time to expand our interests into other sectors, where I can let my hair down.
Какие же другие рынки интересуют Субсвет, кроме утиля и грузоперевозок?
Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation and a shot across the bow. You know, legal formalities.
Подбегнуть, кивнуть.
Good boy. Knew you'd understand.
Вы очень откровенны насчет преступной стороны Субсвета.
Hey, careful with the C word around here. I like to keep things above board, and that kind of talk only makes trouble. Sublight occupies a legal blind spot. No one knows what we're licensed to do, and that gives our little business some freedom. But let's not tempt fate.
Насколько же организован этот бизнес?
Very. I have this thing about numbers in spreadsheets, grids in general. I like to think of myself as the last honest businesswoman in Halcyon, but I'll settle for being the most organized one.
Вернемся к другим вопросам.
Ask. I have nothing to hide.
Я ухожу.
Be seeing you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
Как же эту точку найти? Может, с другой стороны обойти.
CNP near maple syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
Это значит, с другой стороны надо идти. Может, здесь?
This is
Тоже не
Halcyon News.
пройти.
We
Что
interrupt
тут
your
может
regularly
плохого?
scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Опа.
Remember Auntie Cleo? Because she remembers you. When you were sick, who took your temperature? When you were hungry, who gave you a needle full of love? Auntie Cleo, that's who. Have you given your auntie a hug today? You've been listening to Halcyon News, your mandated duty as a good citizen of Halcyon.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Punch. You want a punch? We've got your punch right here.
Ладно, пока что другую миссию выполню.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner?
This is Halcyon News.
Okay, so what are we drinking? You're the expert? Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper.
Раз уж для тебя так проницательность, ты уверена, что хочешь попробовать? Кажется, ты нервничаешь.
Oh, no, that's on account of my not being able to sleep lately. Makes my hands all twitchy, you know? I've just been lying awake, thinking about what Junlei said, and feeling my heart shake.
Тебе еще надо учиться пить, начинай не спеша, лучше с пива.
Oh, beer. I guess, yeah, I can do that. Beer can be good. I bet. Bottoms up.
Think of it like a fizzy tea that's gone a little off.
Ah, this tastes like the underside of a boot. People drink that for fun? Oh, Captain. I'm pining for Junlei something fierce. What am I doing?
В общем понимании или конкретно?
Specifically. Definitely specifically. Oh, why'd I drink that? I mean, just with Junlei. I don't know what to do about us.
Для начала скажи, почему ее сообщение тебя так взволновало?
Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all.
Никто не посылает человеку плохие романтические стихи, если тот не симпатичен.
Exactly. Takes a lot of trust to hand over that kind of blackmail material.
I don't know, I'd call it, sensual. That's a lot.
В стихах говорилось, что твое касание ее успокаивает. Это же романтика с реальной мощностью.
It did. Oh dear, I hadn't really... Oh my goodness. And I told you?
Let's read it right now, just to be sure.
А что именно она написала в сообщении? Ты не сказала.
It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her?
А в чем на самом дело?
I just got a lot of feelings, Captain, and they're all climbing up my throat. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve.
Тебе стоит выпить воды.
Come on, Captain. I'm here to drink. Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little woozy. Hydration, here I come.
Aw, this was just about to get fun.
Shush you. Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but I'm so scared.
Из-за чего?
Everything? I got a solar system's worth of terrifying questions swirling around my head. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me?
Есть простой способ получить ответы на все эти вопросы.
There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. That's... Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not?
Когда вы просто расстанетесь.
Just move on? Like snapping your fingers? I don't know. Maybe I got a weak heart. It all just seems... impossible.
Ты не узнаешь, пока не попробуешь.
Yeah, I know you're right. Just wish it were that easy, is all. I'm not used to speaking free with folks. Back in Edgewater, there wasn't no one who wanted to know my mind. Excepting my dad. Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts.
Да, над этим надо поработать.
Yeah. I like the way you put that, like, it's okay to want to be better for her, and not impossible to try. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just... Wow. So much to think about.
Значит, ты пригласишь ее?
Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should?
Не жди моего одобрения, верь в себя.
Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just as soon as we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Eventually. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain.
This was fun. We should do it again after you send that message.
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? I wish there was a place we could all live quiet together. Come on, let's go.
Rizzo's your block across the rainbow.
I'll keep it down.
Hey, bounty hunter. You're welcome here anytime, so long as you ain't loitering.
Лавка Гледис.
This is
Что-то
Halcyon
правильно
News.
сюда надо.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following stories. Some townships have asked Halcyon News to make a statement regarding...
Somebody was trying to fix this up, but looks like they ain't been here in a long while. Poor old sweetie.
Корабль. Так, а модификации. Починить можно, да? Пистолет нельзя поставить, да? Так, оружие. Ручной пулемет. 98. По 56.
Not like someone wrote their name on it.
Научное оружие. 103 урона, да? Прикольно. Где зацеп?
You sure have seen a lot of the colony, huh, Dr. Fenhill?
Ellie.
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. And I don't feel it today. I guess that water must have worked. I'm glad I had you looking out for me.
Ты поговорила с Junlei.
I messaged Junlei when we got back, and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos.
Ну, пока неплохо.
I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises.
Значит, ты нравишься Junlei, и она сообщила об этом весьма неуклюжим образом.
Isn't she sweet? Like one of those 2-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal, and I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, thanks for taking me out, Captain.
So then I said, fine, I'll pay you back for all of it.
А, это на монарх надо.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Я получил сигнал бедствия. Можешь его воспроизвести?
Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No! No, no, no!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
Я хочу узнать больше о колонии.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Орбитальная лаборатория Финиаса.
Ah, yes. As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid. Orbital destinations can be challenging to land on. His more so than most.
Это еще почему?
The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Phineas V. Wells has taken a measure of precautions to make the lab undetectable to those hunting him. Even knowing the location, my systems resist my orders to go where I instruct them.
Что ты можешь сказать о Финиасе?
There is a bounty on his head, one with a markedly high reward amount. Shall I engage the laser weapons system?
Нет, не делай этого.
A sensible choice, as we do not have any laser weapons.
Я хочу спросить кое о чем другом.
Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Первопроходец.
We're cleared to dock with the groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
Ты ведь можешь сделать это сама, не так ли?
I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship.
Здорово, спасибо.
You are more than welcome, Captain.
Ну расскажи что-нибудь о первопроходце.
The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid.
Я хочу спросить о кое-что другом.
Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Tera 2.
Where in Tera 2?
Roseway.
Any crew traveling to Roseway will find themselves unofficially in officially uncharted space. Roseway has been removed from all Halcyon charts, and anything I could tell you, I can't tell you, because it's illegal.
Почему Roseway убрали с карты колонии?
Why else do humans do anything? I believe the decision was a result of money squabbles. I wish I could say more, but as I previously stated, it is against Colony Ordinance C59-002Y.
Меня не интересует вопрос законности, рассказывай.
Here we go. Due to catastrophic financial losses, Redacted reportedly abandoned the town, shutting down 99.2% of all operations. However, there is an unsubstantiated rumor that Redacted, in actuality, continued to secretly develop Redacted products by experimenting on Redacted, imported from Redacted. How very revealing.
Хочу спросить о кое-что другом.
Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Tera 2.
Where in Tera 2?
Emerald Vale и Edgewater.
Edgewater is the sparkling county seat of Emerald Vale, or it was when first built. Since then, neglect and time have worn away her shiny veneer. The town is near the coordinates where Captain Hawthorne died. It would not be unfortunate if something, like say, a plague, were to wipe Emerald Vale from the face of the planet.
Что ты думаешь о жителях города?
You mean the ones who did not answer my distress call with medical assistance, but instead came to issue my injured captain a parking ticket? I'm sure they are wonderful humans who don't deserve to be wiped out by starvation or a devastating plague.
Как идут дела в Эджоутере после нашего последнего визита?
Since you diverted power to Edgewater, the botanical lab shut down, and the deserters were forced to return to town. Meanwhile, the cannery's output increased, enabling the town's population to prosper. Thank you for nothing, Captain.
А что я должен был сделать? Убить всех?
I cannot say. First, I need to adjust my memory interpretation sensors, but I think my answer is yes.
Я хочу спросить о кое-чем другом.
Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Монарх.
Where in Monarch?
Каскадия.
Warning. all colonists are urged to reconsider travel to Cascadia due to infestation of mantisaurs and risk of indefinite detention or death.
В Каскаде живет кто-нибудь еще, кроме мародеров?
There are no people aside from marauders in Cascadia. There is only death.
А что меня ждет на месте?
The local report is that you will very likely die if you leave Cascadia's landing pad.
Звучит опасно.
This is one of those times where you say one word but really mean another, isn't it? I suppose you would find an environment like this fun.
Хочу спросить о кое-чем другом.
Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Монарх.
Where in Monarch?
Stellar Bay.
Ah, Monarch. The armpit of the Halcyon system. Her last functioning port town is Stellar Bay. Well, that is if you don't count Sublight's smuggler's port at Fallbrook.
Почему монарх в блокаде?
I believe it has something to do with the planet being an uninhabitable wilderness and a lawless land with no corporate presence. You may wish to survey the residents in Stellar Bay for additional data points.
Порт для контрабанды.
It's Sublight run for the purpose of shipping contraband, and before you ask, I don't know the coordinates, so I can't dock us there.
Давай поговорим о чем-нибудь еще.
How can I be of assistance?
Есть минута.
I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely.
Что произойдет, если у тебя не будет источника питания?
I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope?
Да, наверное.
When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative.
И какой же, например?
Traveling the system with you, Captain.
Что скажешь о предыдущем капитане? Ты скучаешь по нему? Или все капитаны для тебя одинаковы?
Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
На этом корабле были и другие капитаны?
If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was.
Давай поговорим о чем-нибудь еще.
How can I be of assistance?
Развлеки меня.
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Надо включи мою любимую песню.
Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
Спасибо.
My pleasure, Captain.
Ада, расскажи анекдот.
Two atoms were strolling through Roseway when one of them exclaimed, "I think I lost an electron." "Really?" the other asked. "Are you sure?" "Yes, I'm absolutely positive."
Пока все.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders.
Поговорим позже, Ада.
Goodbye. We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Can we talk?
This Roseway business smells. Something tells me things didn't end well for the guy who made the distress call. And whoever or whatever got him will be waiting for us.
Нам что-нибудь известно о человеке, который подал сигнал?
What's there to know, Captain? Shady corporate town caught up in shady corporate shit. Tough luck for them, but maybe an opportunity for us.
Возможно, это ловушка?
I'm counting on it. Anyway, we might as well take a look out there, see if we can get the jump on whoever's waiting for us. Something on your mind? No security. Hell of a welcome.
Please, clear the roadway. Obstruction of commerce is punishable by a fine of no less than 10,000 bits.
They left their own outside. What? Was it that bad?
I done had enough of this shit. I'm just the fucking tarmac guard. No one said nothing about fighting no raps.
Что здесь случилось?
Alarms went off, raps broke loose, and I hightailed it in here to get a wall between me and them beasts.
Можешь сказать, кто здесь главный?
Scientist, name of Anton Crane. Someone said he's panicking inside the comm center.
Значит, рапты вырвались на свободу, одни в клетке сидели.
Forget I said anything about that.
Это ты подал сигнал бедствия?
Distress call? From here? Shit. They told me that weren't allowed.
Что, почему?
Got me. I just do what I'm told, and I was told not to do such.
Я просто хочу осмотреться.
Oh, before I forget, Auntie Cleo's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice peddles.
Ah, outlaws, I assume. Do me a favor and let me finish this, will you? And then make it quick, please.
Я не собираюсь вас убивать.
Oh, you aren't with the outlaws? Who are you then?
Я пришел на помощь, что-то отправил сигнал бедствия.
Oh, well, good luck. Now, if we got the carbon in here, it's just a matter of... arson, you idiot. Just put it... of course, because I didn't... No, it's get this. It's got to put it in the power of 12. And of course, that's it's... We're gonna get this solved. I mean, it's really not... I'm going to...
Чем вы здесь занимаетесь?
What does it look like? I'm preparing a personal defense device. Or trying to, anyway.
Наука 25. Если провести провод от конденсатора и подключить его сюда, можно обойти цепь, улучшить энергосбережение.
Why, yes. I suppose I could. Thanks.
Помощь нужна?
No. Well, yes. Well, no. Perhaps. I left schematics in our storage facility. As far as I know, the security commander hasn't found them yet. I admit I'd feel better were they returned to me.
А подробней?
I found an advanced pistol when we moved here, but it's broken. I need those schematics to modify it to output superheated air. It should quite easily burn through Raptidon hides.
Где находится этот склад?
Out the south gate. Follow the road. It'll be on the left, past the old lab.
Конечно, я поищу.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have a tube of thermal paste on you, would you?
Нет.
Blast. Well, good luck. I hope I see you back here in one piece.
If you've come to end my life, let's be on with it. Oh, not actually one of them, are you?
Нет, это вы послали сигнал бедствия.
Yes. Anton Crane, lead scientist here. I must apologize if my call diverted you. I may have panicked. Everything's under control now, though, truth be told.
Под контролем? Мне так не кажется. Вы что-то скрываете?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the nature of the work I'm doing here. Suffice it to say that its importance to me, to the colony, is immeasurable.
Но зачем отменять сигнал бедствия?
My research may not quite fall within legal parameters, so I'm under orders to maintain wireless silence. However, having your head used as target practice can addle one's thinking. I cut the call immediately once I'd gathered my wits. The Home Office can't know what's happening here.
Запугивание 25. Расскажи мне, что здесь произошло, иначе они все узнают от меня.
Captain's got your best interests at heart, mister. Honest.
I suppose it can't hurt. If I don't get that research back, my life is over regardless. We were tasked with formulating a new and improved dental gel.
Стоп, так это все из-за зубной пасты?
One cannot exaggerate the benefits of good dental hygiene. May I continue?
Пожалуйста.
While doing research on enzymes specific to the Raptidon's digestive system, we developed an additive which we subsequently discovered to be the most effective appetite suppressant ever.
Можно как угодно это называть, но это всего лишь зубная паста, диетическая зубная паста.
Not just any diet toothpaste, the ultimate diet toothpaste.
Так чего вы от меня хотите?
Hours ago, a group of vicious malcontents fell upon us, shot up our labs and loosed our research subjects, the Raptidons. If those cretins get their hands on my research, well, they'll need not kill me.
Спасти документы, ликвидировать кретинов, ясно. Проблему с Raptidonами решать.
Yes, but don't kill their mother if it's avoidable. We've need of her to replenish our stocks. I think there's gas in the lab somewhere that can be used to put them out. The research is in the safe in my office. You'll have need of my code and keycard. The lab's entrance is in the side of a hill. You can't miss it if you just follow the road. You'll pass by the town's original... by the Grand Architect. Jameson. He's in the old lab.
Что еще за Джеймсон?
My protege. I sent him to retrieve some metabolic precursors, and I forgot him.
Я его найду.
That would surely lighten the weight on my conscience, as I am held to account for the well-being of every scientist here. Too many have been lost. Too many black marks against my name, as it were. And far too much paperwork.
Не верю, что документы для вас значат больше чужих жизней.
Of course they do. Please don't mistake my ambition for callousness.
А за что же мне ее принимают? За сострадание?
If my colleagues refuse to take their lives seriously, why should I? All they do is complain. They refuse to see the opportunity afforded us here.
Ну вы ведь должны понимать, почему люди считают вас черствым.
I understand I can come off as manipulative and ego-driven. It's something I've always been forced to contend with.
Наверное, мне придется поверить вам на слово.
I don't know about Dr. Crane's research, but we ought to find Mr. Jameson. He's got to be all alone and scared.
You picked a hell of a day to visit. I'm Vaughn. Vaughn Cortez. Dr. Vaughn Cortez. But just Vaughn's fine, really.
Где ты был во время нападения бандитов?
Over in the main labs. I rabbited back here when I realized I was hearing gunshots, not blown fuses. We've been cooped up in here, I don't know, hours? Too long. I have to get back to work.
Ни одна работа не стоит жизни.
Dr. Crane might say otherwise. Me? When those guys started shooting the place up, I was first out the door. I had to leave an experiment running at the lab. Something I've been working on a long while. Something that could really get me ahead. Know what I mean?
Скорее всего, мы как раз туда и пойдем. Чем тебе помочь?
I've been extracting organic compounds from Raptidons. Compounds that have, benefits.
Extract and how? No, wait, maybe I don't want to know.
In certain social situations. Personal situations. Where you might want to, enhance your charisma.
Oh, he's making enraptured, Captain. An aphrodisiac. Wrapped musk is the main ingredient.
What? No? I mean, yes, I'm getting the musk. With Monarch embargo, the price is sky high, but I'm not making the drug.
Ладно, остальное мне не интересно. Давай сразу к делу.
Sure. Of course. Our lab's south of here, down the road. Not the old public lab, the one past that, built into the mountainside.
Вторая лаборатория по дороге. И что мне там надо сделать?
My equipment's in the lower levels, way in the back. I have a big room all to myself, dissection tables and whatnot. It should have been running this whole time. Just grab the results and bring them here.
Значит, на кону хорошая сумма?
If you have a buyer. I got a contact who wants to haul the entire batch to Byzantium. Help me out, I'll cut you in for a share. I'll even pay you before I am, when you deliver to me.
Нужно будет спросить код от двери у Антона.
No, I mean... Nah. In fact, don't mention this to Dr. Crane. At all.
Хорошо, я осмотрюсь, когда буду в лаборатории.
Great! This is really gonna save my ass.
How do you suppose that stuff's used? Do you drink it, or is it like perfume? I'm not interested, just curious. Ugh. If I had to look at those yellow walls all day, I'd make a point to sleep on the roof.
The ventilation shaft runs from the front.
You hiding? You scared?
Coming!
Come out and play!
system. So,
Here we go!
performing.
Take your best shot, asshole!
Makes you wonder about their labs. This is how you hide something valuable in plain sight.
That's the last of them.
Убили.
I'll keep it down.
Incoming! Captain!
А что ж такое?
Oh, hello. Why do you seem familiar? Have we met?
Да, вы просили меня принести со склада схемы вашего прототипа.
Ah, yes. Very good. And have you done that?
Они у меня.
What a relief. You hold months of work in your hands. Now, I'll just attach this here, bit of glue, a little elbow grease. Voila! I can finally call this little side project complete. Thank the law. Oh. I can't be caught with this. You take it. If R&D buys the schematics from me, perhaps I'll get you the first model, hot off the presses. I'll, call you? Yes, I'll call you. I believe we have nothing further to discuss.
That's a good week of work just to get the inside. That's gotta be where Mr. Jameson is. Hope he's okay. I'm ready for this!
security, but
That does it. Time for a drink?
siguiente.
All this fresh air is making my nose itch.
We didn't have many trees in Edgewater. Seems a shame to cut them down.
I heard something going on. Did I hear something? What was that? Huh? Heard something.
That's the last of him.
It's a secret right on it.
The real covert labs don't gotta advertise it.
Who the... You. Yeah, you. Get over here. You care to explain what you're doing here? Did you miss the big sign outside?
Меня Антон послал на помощь. Это ты командуешь службой безопасности?
That I am. Name's Porter. If Doc Crane did send you, I'd be glad for the help. Bad news is, we haven't been able to clean these outlaws out of the lab. Good news is, they haven't been able to escape, neither.
А через вентиляцию они могут уйти?
That's how they got in. We got that locked down. There's no access from their level without a security keycard. That also means no fresh air down there. Probably reeks of Raptidon musk. Couldn't happen to a nicer bunch.
Как ты справляешься с раптидонами?
They don't care which side their lunch is on, but the Rapt cells are down with the outlaws, so they're the appetizers. When it looks like they're fixing to make a sally upwards, I have a sniper pop the lock on a Rapt cell. It's kept them busy.
Находчиво.
Thanks. Company will probably bill me, but better lose a Rapt than get shot, I says.
Значит, ситуация патовая.
For now. I reckon they got no backup. On the other hand, we don't neither. And our mechanicals all went haywire for some damn reason. Damn mechanicals have always been more trouble than they're worth.
А чем конкретно вы здесь занимаетесь?
Who, me? Or you mean the lab in general?
Вся лаборатория.
Soap or something? I don't know. Years back they made antibiotics. You could maybe ask Doc Crane what he does all day.
А тебе все равно, а вдруг это что-то незаконное?
If it was illegal, the company wouldn't ask us to do it.
А ты, Поттер, чем ты здесь занимаешься?
I'm in charge of site safety engineering. Most days that means making sure folks don't run in the halls.
Тут, наверное, достаточно спокойно, но обычно.
Most days there ain't nothing to hear but wind, bugs, and the buildings falling slowly to pieces.
Да, разваливаются, пока в них живешь.
Well, it's not like the rain's coming in the roof. Not yet, anyway.
Вентиляция, через которую бандиты попали внутрь, блокирована. А заслонки точно выдержат?
Pretty damn sure. The shafts are sealed with 4-centimeter hatches. They're not getting back out that way without a security key card. They'd need to take mine. Or make a new one in my office, I guess.
Где искать твой кабинет?
Why you want to know that?
Мне нужна ключ-карта.
What for?
Я спущусь вниз за этими ребятами. Не хочу оказаться в ловушке за дверью, которую ты запер.
Fair point. Here's a key card to my office. Head left from here and downstairs. It's across from the cafeteria. I got a machine that makes pass cards for us. Just don't knock over any paperwork in there. I got a system.
Хватит трепаться, бандиты вечно ждать не будут.
Search concluded. No dissidents found.
Go!
Processing data.
Nice one!
My hurts.
I'm gonna guess that all the method in that safe isn't what we were expected to find.
Hey! You! Over here! Oh, good. You're not shooting at me. That's a start. It's been a bit of a day, so I'll get to the point. Yes, I have Crane's research. No, I'm not giving it back. Sorry to disappoint you.
Антону нужно, чтобы проблемы решили. Наверное, он говорил о тебе.
Yes, I imagine he does. But we all have problems. It is the human condition. I am myself ensnared in this wretched place. You want to kill me. I don't want to die. Therefore, it is in my best interest to negotiate with you. Help me get out of here, and I will pay you for my life.
А ты почему здесь?
Same reason you are, more than likely. I imagine we picked up the same tip. Secret research facility, abandoned town, minimal security.
Нет, я иду на сигнал бедствия.
Crane actually sent out a cry for help? Oh, the poor bastard. Seeing his life's work snatched from him must be like losing a child.
Чем тебя так задел Антон?
Crane is the man who runs this lab. Probably gone around the bend fretting over his beloved research. Not that there's anything lovable about diet toothpaste.
Зубная паста, говоришь?
Diet toothpaste. Can you imagine a more pernicious example of corporate materialism? I do not know what is worse. Working here or dying here.
Значит, ты пришла через все это ради рецепта диетической зубной пасты?
What matters is that I have been lied to. I was led to believe this was a high-priority corporate facility hiding valuable research. This job was not supposed to end with me stuck in some wretched lab smelling like rats. So I would be very much obliged if you gave me a break.
А мне... Мне-то это зачем?
You mean other than the satisfaction of doing me a good turn? Trust me, I'll make it worth your while.
Скажи мне, что тебе нужно.
The first thing I need is a key card to unlock my door. Then I'd need you to clear me a path out of here. There are two ways out. The quickest is through the front door, but Clio security's bottled up in there. If you don't want to shoot them, I suppose you could talk to them. The other way out is through the loading bay, but you'd have to clear out the wraps for me. Then I could just slip out the back, sight unseen.
Мне нужна хорошая причина, чтобы рисковать жизнью ради тебя.
Because Crane is a tool. Because no good deed goes unrewarded. Because doing me a good turn is the honorable and decent thing. Take your pick.
О какой награде мы говорим?
The research I carry is valuable. I am willing to go halves with you.
Ладно, я тебе помогу.
You might be the first stroke of luck I've had all day. Thank you. I'm in your debt.
Что я получу, если помогу тебе?
Nothing beyond the purview of a talented freelancer like you.
Я могу говорить охрану уйти, но твоим людям нужно их выпустить.
You really expect me to just let them pass? Why? So they can regroup behind their walls and mount another assault? Never mind. I'm obviously in no position to argue with you. If you can talk those guards into standing down, my people will follow suit.
Я еще кое-что хочу узнать.
I'll help however I can.
Дверь не открывается. Как тебе удалось себя запереть?
The Raps took us by surprise, as they would anyone. My crew were split apart and lost in the corridors. They went one way, I went another. You'll need a keycard to unlock my door. I don't know where they're kept, but I'd start by checking the security office.
Я вернусь.
Take your time. I am, to my chagrin, not going anywhere.
You damn turncoat. You must think me a fool. I was watching on the security cameras. You got downright friendly with the outlaw leader. I reckon we got nothing to say to each other. You best back yourself out of here. Nice and slow.
Эй, полегче, выслушай меня.
You got 1 minute. Starting now.
Убеждение 45. Я убедил Кассандру отпустить вас. Лаборатория разгромлена. Персонал наполовину перебит.
You convinced her to let us leave in peace. Listing the ills we've been done ain't exactly putting me in a mind to compromise.
Погонись вокруг, разве недостаточно смертей?
I gotta believe that all we done will mean something to the company, to Doc Crane. That effort will make up for mistakes.
Думаешь, компании на тебя не плевать? Или ей важнее лаборатория и исследования?
I've worked for Auntie Cleo 18 years. Done my best for them. Always expected they'd do right by us in turn. I reckon I don't see any better solution. Fine, damn it. We'll pull out.
I would ask what was on your mind, but the answer is obviously me.
Погоди, у меня к тебе несколько вопросов.
Ask away. I have got nothing but time.
И что ты собираешься делать с этим документом?
Sell it, of course. I don't have any use for the scribblings of idiotic scientists, but whoever gave me this tip obviously does. Assuming I make it out of this place alive. And with my ship out of commission, I'll have to leave on foot and hope my luck changes. One problem at a time, I suppose.
Как тебе угораздило влезть в это дело?
I have been asking myself the same question. Our tactics were sound, but no battle plan survives contact with the enemy. We were acting on a good tip, but the tip never mentioned the raps. When we hit the lab, those raps got loose, tore through as many of ours as theirs.
Ты ведешь себя так, будто корпорация твой враг. Чем она тебя так достала?
From the day we are born, we are made to obey. Never question, never hope. Never dream of anything greater than the lot appointed to us. Corporations expect us to work until the day we die. But they could not give a half-bit shit about our lives.
Зачем тебе с отрядом понадобилось нападать на базу Лео?
No one asks why anymore. The establishment tells us to live here, work there, eat that, drink this. All our choices are made for us, so we forget we ever had a choice. I am doing this because I can. Because it thrills me. Because I take a deep and profound pleasure from stabbing at the heart of corporate power, no matter how shallow the wound.
Я скоро вернусь.
Finally. I've never been so pleased at the sight of an open door. Please tell me you've cleared a way out of here.
В камере открыто, охраны больше нет, от раптов будешь отбиваться самостоятельно.
So you have. I am much obliged. And now, if you do not mind, I have had quite enough of this wretched place.
Теперь придется отдать эти документы.
Oh, really? And why, pray tell, would I do a thing like that?
Пришлось убеждение 31. Ты ведь не хочешь, чтобы за твою голову назначили награду?
Your point is well taken. I would rather not spend the rest of my days looking over my shoulder for the shadow of my headhunter. Here, take the damned research. Tell Crane I hope he chokes on it.
Я не спасаю жизни бесплатно.
Good. I never trust a freelancer who works for free.
Да ну, Кассандра, подкинь хоть что-то на помощь сироткам.
Orphans. Is that what you are calling yourself now? Here. Let it never be said that I do not reward good work.
Ты все правильно делаешь. До свидания.
is.
Take your best shot, asshole!
Где тут успокоитель? Но это не обязательно.
lab. What's left there that's worth dying for?
You let them get away. That no-account fool Porter and his crew are even more worthless than I could have imagined. They've abandoned their posts. This is madness.
Мне удалось убедить бандитов в том, что им будет куда безопаснее уйти.
My research? Please tell me you've recovered it.
Да, вот они.
That's... You can't possibly understand the enormity of what you've done for me. Did you find my colleague, Jameson?
Мне очень жаль, он мертв.
That is tragic news. I never did right by him. Only cared about how he helped or hurt my research. And now I'll have to live with that.
Не мне судить, Антон. Пожалуй, я пойду.
Any news? On that thing we spoke about? You know, that thing?
Мне удалось найти твой эксперимент.
Don't keep me in suspense. Did you get my stuff? I mean, not mine. It's for other parties. Buyers.
Ах да, я все взорвал.
What? Why?
Ты занимался созданием запрещенных препаратов.
I wasn't making it. I was just harvesting one ingredient. Okay, bright side. If it's destroyed, the cleanup teams can't trace it back to me.
We've arrived at the groundbreaker. Remember that you are not insured.
you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway? You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do.
Я проверил сигнал бедствия из Роузвей.
What's that? Speak up now.
Насчет секретов, которые вы просили поискать.
What'd you turn up?
Мне попались чертежи нового оружия оплота. Но тут же потерялись. Мне удалось добыть результаты исследования мускуса раптидонов, но у меня уже есть покупок.
A shame you didn't visit old Gladys first. That would have fetched a good price. I may have thrown in a batch of my famous sugar cookies just to sweeten the deal. If Auntie Cleo's exporting wraps from Monarch, golly me, someone's going to be in the soup when they get caught.
Мне попались чертежи нового оружия оплота, но тут же потерялись.
Bless your slippery little fingers. Isn't that just a shame? Prototype schematics go for a fair handful of bits around here.
Мне попались формула зубной пасты, но потом сразу потерялась.
Well, that's just swell, sweetheart. Good for you.
Боюсь ничего.
Darnation. It sounded like a gold mine, but maybe that's just my old hopes getting in the way. I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit anytime.
Я хочу купить новый ключ Bay.
Fantastic. Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to acquire. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the sublight offices. She's a dear. You'll love her. Now, was there anything else?
Я хочу кое-что купить.
What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom? Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Всем спасибо за просмотр, ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал. Всем хорошего дня и настроения.